Bestie, if you've ever wondered exactly how much money you need to live each month or how to make more when things get tight, this is the video for you. Whether your income is steady or life has thrown you one of them curveballs. I'm bringing everything down, every dollar, and I'm showing you how to make it work for you. We're going to be talking about numbers, strategy, side hustle things. But bestie, in this video, we're going to be getting all to the nitty and gritty, and I'm going to be going through the process of how I am figuring out how much money I need monthly to keep on living. Let's get into it. If this is your very first time here, my name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel, I talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. And if you're a returning bestie, hey girl, hey, I just want you guys to check and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Please, please, please subscribe if you are not subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up. I think this is gonna be a really good video to share with a lot of people. So in order to get the algorithming, we got to give the video a thumbs up and also share with your friends and family. This is going to be a good one. So in this season, I believe that just about everyone has been impacted with our income. I see a lot of people who have been experiencing job loss, pay cuts even. I know in my job when they were laying people off, there were some of us who were laid off, and there were other people who were given the option to take about 6 months off and then come back to the business. So those were like some pay cuts that they needed to do. And then also, even if your income has been steady, expenses have increased. Everything is going up, from food to insurance, mortgages, rent, utility bills. Everything is just getting sky high. It's just a lot for everybody in this moment, and it makes it even worse when expenses are rising and then our income has been totally depleted. So for me, you guys know that I have been laid off, and at this moment I am no longer receiving my supplemental pay. And so at this moment, I'm figuring out how to navigate my own income changes, and I'm gonna share and walk with you guys through it. In this video, like I stated, I'm gonna walk you through the entire process of how I'm figuring out how much money it is that I need to, or just step one is how much are my bills and expenses, okay? So let's get into it. I am using my budget book here, and I have done this exercise once, but when I did the exercise, that is when I was looking to get 1 month ahead. And this is the exercise here. It says this is my 1 month of living expenses. However, these things are a little bit different, and so I also want to do it again because my situation is different. This is when I had a job. Now this here, basically what I did, I just took some printer paper and I'm gonna write it on there. I use my hole puncher to put some holes in there. I'm gonna be using these sheets. I'm gonna be using my bill tracker. I'm going to be using my membership and subscription reminder worksheet, my sinking fund sheets. This is for my digital sinking funds, and then my physical sinking funds that I'm going to be using, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, I will tell you that I have gone through the exercise of looking to see what I can cut out, and I do it continuously. I haven't just done it once and moved on. I'm always looking to see what can I either get rid of that will make a significant impact in how much money I have going out, or what can I reduce. Okay. All right, so I had to do that over. So utility bills, I am just gonna take the utilities. So that's electric, water, solar, gas, and that's it. So what I have here is for my gas, and my gas I have $165, which is a lot. What has changed with my utility bills is I do get a discount on my utility, on all of my utility bills, and I am going to predict on a higher end for gas will be $100. And really, honestly, because we're moving into the winter, into the summer months, usually my gas is around $20-$30 in the summer months. So I'm actually just gonna put $60, and that will be me on the high end. For water, my water bill is due every other month. Okay, so here I'm just gonna put $50. And then my solar, this is $150. I'm going to keep this at $150 because during the summer months, my solar bill does increase. Normally not to $150, but I like to estimate on the higher end. And then for, I'm sorry, this is electric, 60, yes. And then gas, I'm going to put 60. For electric, this might be a little bit different because my air conditioner will be gone. I'm just gonna put $100 for electric, and you can see here I put $220, but now that I'm getting a discount on all of that, this is gonna be different. Okay, so this is everything for my utility bills. Now the next bills that I have, they aren't really utility bills, but these are bills that I really just can't live without. And one is internet cable, but this is just going to be internet, and it's $91. And well, let me go down the line here. So mortgage we already have, HOA I already have. I'm gonna skip Sirius XM and Hulu, internet, ADT, $59.99. We already got electric, water, life insurance. This is another must-have, $117.04. The gym, car insurance. As of right now, I'm gonna put the car insurance, even though I am in the market to getting cheaper car insurance. It's $219. And court, this is another, like, I don't have a choice to pay this. It's a debt. And that's it here. Well, these are all of the bills that I really don't have a choice to pay. Now the bills that I'm gonna put below this, oh, actually I'm missing some bills. So tax bill 1 is $220. Tax bill 2 is $7. I'm just put $720. I think it's like $719. Okay. These are the bills. The way that I had it separated before is I had bills. These I didn't have a choice to pay these things, and then all of these I had a choice whether I wanted to contribute to it or not. And so I'll put bills no choice. And then these bills, I have a choice. So that would be Sirius XM, And that Sirius XM is $7.27 a month. And then Hulu is $2.99 a month. The gym, $32.99 a month. Now, I really think that the gym should be under no choice, but you can exercise different ways. And I have my car insurance, right? Yep. And then Netflix. And Netflix is $17.99 now. I don't even think it's Netflix went up. Yeah, Netflix went up. I think it's $17.99 for Netflix. Now, these are just my bills. This is not food, it's not household items, it's not toiletries, and it's not gas. So like the living expenses. I'm gonna add that up in a moment. But let me just check for the monthly bills to see what everything is. So this, I'm just gonna put $298, even though I know here's my mortgage. So for my utility bills, I need 100 plus 50 plus 150 plus 60. I need 360 in my utility bills. The other bills, 91 plus 59.99 plus 117.04 plus 219 plus 75 plus 220 plus 720. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, Lord Jesus. $1,502.03. And then for these bills that are, you know, I have a choice. $299 plus $32.99 plus $17.99. It's $61.24. Okay, so when it comes to bills, I need $298 plus $360 plus $1,502. Oh God, I gotta start over. $298 plus $360 plus $1,502.03 plus $61.24. I need $2,221.27. This is just for my bills, not including my mortgage. Okay, so that's how much money I need. When I did this exercise, I needed $2,070, so it has gone up by a couple $100, and mainly that is because of my tax debt that I have. So that's that. Now, when we talk about living expenses, okay, for me, the only living expenses that I 100% need is gas, and I am going to estimate $240 a month. When it comes to food, I don't have to take care of that. And when it comes to household and toiletry items, you know, it's just gonna be a nice to have. At this point, at this moment in my life, it's gonna be a nice to have. Now, I know, of course, I need toilet paper, so I really can't say it's a super nice to have because I have to have toilet paper and stuff, so let me be realistic. Sorry, I need to be realistic here. So household, here I said 30, and then toiletries, I'll say 30 as well. Contributing that to my sinking fund. Now let me go to the membership and subscriptions. So until things change, so I've already saved for my car registration, so I've already saved for that, which is on here. So actually here I'm not saving anything towards any of this stuff, and I'm not going to right now. As of right now, yeah, this is gonna have to hold. And then for my digital sinking funds, right now I have only saved the vehicle car registration, which is something that I don't have a choice to pay. So that's fine. Everything else, unfortunately, is gonna have to take a back seat. None of this stuff is a requirement for me to save. And then for my physical sinking funds, this is where I have the household and the toiletries. Medical, I think I have enough right now in my medical sinking fund. Car maintenance, I'm just gonna have to hold on that right now. Yeah, everything else here is just gonna have to hold. All right, so the total amount of money that I need monthly is $2,521.27, and that is on my bills. That's excluding my mortgage, okay? And all I need to do is just add my mortgage to that, and that lets me know. So I pretty much have a bird's eye view of how much money I need monthly in order to survive. So it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, which is amazing. So one of the things that I did that I want to encourage you to do is make sure that you separate the needs from the wants. So for me, this is a need here. When I say no choice, this is a need. And then this here for these bills, these are kind of like wants. Now, if I want to go ahead and save $61.24 a month, I can cancel these 4 things. Now, the next thing that I do want to talk about is make sure that you are budgeting. If you are in a situation that we talked about up top where you have been laid off, you've had issues with your income, where your income has been impacted, or maybe your income hasn't been impacted, but you do notice that things have been increasing, then you really want to make sure that you are budgeting. That is using a budgeting sheet, whatever tool it is that you feel most comfortable. I'm a paper and pen girl, so I like to write things down using a spreadsheet. There are so many different types of budgeting tools out there that I want to encourage you to make sure that you do. You can be a paycheck to paycheck budgeter. You can budget for the entire month. Whatever system it is that you have, please put that in place, because it is going to keep you knowing what's happening in your finances, and then also kind of reducing stress as much as you can. Now let's talk about the next thing that you want to do, and that's identifying any non-essential and lifestyle expenses. So when it comes to dining out, subscriptions, hobbies, entertainment, you want to make sure that you look at your budget, and maybe for a season and a period of time, those are things that you're either cutting back on or you're not doing. And that's a decision that you make for yourself. For me, I am not really going to be getting my nails done much longer. And then my hair, I'll probably, do it myself, or, I'm going to learn how to be a little DIY girl, okay? But if not, if anyone wants to support me, they probably will, because I just know the type of support that I have around me. I just know that it happens all the time, where friends will say, here, go get your nails done, because they know that I like those things, and they're just being there to support. They may pick up a bill, they may say, here, go do something to make you feel good for the day. They're supportive in many ways, but I will say I won't be going. I really didn't get my nails done. I wasn't every 2 weeks get my nails done type of girl anyway. I got my nails done really like once every probably 6 weeks, which is like a month and a half. I wasn't there. And then when it comes to my hair, listen, I get my hair done like once every 6 months. That's why sometime in the comments, just, you know, just a little 2.5. Sometime in the comments, people are like, oh, but you got them long nails. Oh, but you got your hair done. Listen, if you knew how much new growth I had up under these locks, and if you knew how much my nails are grown out, so I don't even really listen to that stuff anymore. I'm very frugal when it comes to that. I just know how to make myself look nice, which is important to me. So yeah, so that's that. But you want to identify those things for yourself. And then also you want to discuss how to temporarily cut or reduce expenses if needed. So how I talked about, I am going to be calling to reduce my car insurance and going with another company, and hopefully I can find one where I can reduce that bill. But there are other things that you can do. You can call the people that you owe, even if you still have like credit card debt or whatnot, or a car as well. You may be able to defer payments to where you take that payment and put it at the end of the loan, whatever loan it is that you have. That way, it will help you to kind of relieve some of the financial pressures that you have. Even calling the people that you owe and changing the due dates may be of help as well. So make sure you look at everything and know what your options are. Be very transparent with the companies that you are with, because they want to help you. So if you ever find yourself in a space where you're like, you know what, internet is too high, I just can't pay, you know, maybe you can go down a package, whatever it is that you're paying for, maybe you can go down and you're not paying the full amount. You know, for example, for myself, I know this court bill here, I could probably call and say, you know what, right now I am unemployed. Can you lower my payments right now to like $25? I mean, I don't know if they would do it, but you know, you just want to call and see what options it is that you have, okay? Even when it comes to your electric bill, your utility bills, what I have done, I have been very successful in calling to get the discount. And that has helped me a lot. So that's why my utility bills are not as much as they used to be. So whoever it is that you owe, I don't care who it is, always call and see what options you have. And I do want to give you guys this like a side note. If your income hasn't changed because of the climate that we're in and everything is just increasing, I want you to challenge yourself to eliminate 1 to 2 unnecessary expenses for savings goals. It is very important that we are still in a season of saving, because trust me, when you need it, you'll have that money there for you to help you. So now let's go ahead and talk about evaluating your income and creating a plan. So if your income covers your expenses, amazing. Just make sure that you are creating a financial cushion, which is with those savings, okay? Now, if your income isn't enough, I'm gonna hone in on this. Side hustling, which will probably be your main hustle, will be very, very important. I know a lot of people, I know a good number of people who all they have right now is side hustling. And they are going out there and they're Ubering, they're picking up freelance jobs, they're doing whatever they possibly can to cover the bills for that month. What I will be doing is I will be doing the same thing. I have products that I offer. I will also be coming out with new amazing products. I will also be utilizing my emergency fund if needed. And then I have YouTube here. So in the month of April, I will be posting every day, if not every day, almost every day, because I want to see how it's going to impact my income. And then I also want to see what it's going to do to my analytics. But definitely I need to increase my income, so I need to hustle and I need to work. So I'm going to be very transparent with you. So if you see a video every day, just know whenever you look at it in support, you're helping me to be able to pay these bills, honey, okay? So yes, you have to do what you have to do during the time that you have to do it. It's the bottom line. I'm trusting God. I'm still putting in resumes. And, you know, unfortunately, a lot of them are coming back without even getting an interview. And so now I know exactly what you guys are saying. But I trust God at the end of the day. I really trust him to do whatever, you know, if he's going to propel me in this lane, I'm all for it. If he's going to propel me in the lane of finding a new job, I'm all for that as well. The next thing that you want to make sure that you are doing, and I'm going to be doing it as well, is tracking your progress and tracking your expenses. That is going to be a must. You need to know where that money is. It's a must. Tracking your expenses is going to be a must. Doing the budget, tracking the expenses. I really encourage that you have a daily time where you do that, because it's going to help you to not spend so much. It's going to help remind you of how much money you have to work with. And so I really encourage you there. Okay. And then also just set goals and celebrate your wins. Okay. Celebrate your wins as much as you can, because the last thing that I want you to do is slip into a depression. Okay. That is very apparent. During job loss, it is very easy for us to slip into doubt, sadness, depression, where we feel like we're not good enough. And those are all lies from the pit of hell. And we do not believe those lies. We are children of the King, who is our provider. He will never leave us. He will never forsake us. He will carry us through. Sometimes we are in spaces, or we're in times that we need to learn and know him as a different God. And so I think that's why all things happen. And that's what I'm learning now, how to really lean on him, like really lean on him. Okay. Not like, oh, I trust you, God, but I got this job. I got this 9-to-5 over here, but I trust you. Or, you know, I'm making all this money, but I trust you, God. Like, for real, I'm trusting him. He has to do what he said he would do, and he's not a liar. So make sure you guys are doing that. I hope that you guys have learned something on this video. I hope that it was very helpful. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be too long, but it looks like it was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. But if this has been helpful to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Once again, please share it with someone who you think may benefit from this video. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Go be great, bestie. Peace out.
You special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you do it.